experience for MMA fights, but to pull it into the submission game that we'll see here tonight.
The other interesting thing is we'll take charge of this featherweight bout. Justin Van Heerden in the blue corner. Johnny Walker in the red. Friends before they stepped in the cage, but look at the... Oh! Van Heerden's caught him with the right hand.
Johnny ran right into it. Not cautious, working behind technique. Got caught with the right hand and was able to respond with a nice level change that got him out of firepower, out of firing range.
Now Mendez, this is his first fight back for 3 years. He's going to have to manage those nerves, that adrenaline dump that was sure to come. Whereas Van Heerden, he said this has been his most active, most successful part of his MMA career. Really feels confident, wants to show people with this performance, on this stage, the big stage with ACB, why he's in this division, what he can achieve.
Really, I mean, barring being burnt out or getting injuries. Oh, guillotine.
Oh, guillotine potentially, look at that. He lets it go.
Actually, very intelligently. If you don't have it synced in, the slam that's going to occur from there can hurt, knock the wind out of you. I've seen guys get knocked out there.
Carlos Newton, ask him about that. Yep.
It's one of the more powerful shots to just drive someone down and slam them in that direction.
Justin Van Heerden also gave us a little nod, said there's a submission I've been working on, and he mentioned you. He said if Frank Mir sees me pull off this, he might want to come and shake my hand afterwards.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that, absolutely.
We'll wait and see if that
Better
unfolds.
yet, get it named after you if it's something we haven't seen.
Yes. Johnny Walker, Mendez, great support in the crowd here tonight. Spent a lot of time with that 3 years focusing on that jiu-jitsu, working gi, no gi. Also some Muay Thai. Oh, but that's a mistake, and now Van Heerden. Oh, he's turned it again. Well done, Johnny Walker.
They were in that seatbelt position, and that's typically what happens on a takedown. You can't step over someone's back. They call it going over high hips. And when you do that, you get swept a lot of the times and end up on bottom. If you're going to throw high hips, like Van Heerden tried to do, then you have to slip a far hook in on the far side. You have to do something to anchor yourself in. You didn't have that anchor, and now that's why Johnny Mendez is on top.
Now this will be interesting. They met watching a jiu-jitsu competition. They are now competing in MMA with their MMA jiu-jitsu on show, and it's Van Heerden looking to lock up that Kimura.
Yeah, that's one of those moves that's just not super effective. High percentage, you see already Johnny Walker rolled out of it, but because it's not super effective, sometimes guys fall asleep on it. And if you do that, it does work. It works very well. It's easy to identify early on and stop. But if you don't, all of a sudden you're getting tapped out with a move that you're extremely angry about yourself for giving away to your opponent.
Come on, what do you know about Kimuras? How many
it's won me some money a couple times.
Oh, look at this scramble between the two, but it's Johnny Walker Mendez that ends up inside control.
He did a great job of forward pressure as Van Heerden was rolling there. He was trying to establish him back into guard.
Could be working towards the north-south here. Certainly, all around his back, got the Kimura himself.
And he tried to step over high hips.
He's holding it right near the elbow. It needs to be at the end of that lever, really.
Absolutely. Longer the lever, the better the pressure.
Lets it go.
Well, and it's not a good place to have it because of the body lock, the tight waist wrist that Van Heerden has. It would have made it very difficult. He'd have had to jump basically across the body and sacrifice drop for it. And that's a risk against guys at a high level.
A risk indeed, and now it's Mendez. Oh, that's a great takedown. That was beautiful.
That was, yes. Takedowns like that score points. You know, when guys sit there and get a takedown, like, you know, it's not dramatic. You just got position. Oh.
Look at this. Set one hook, turns the corner, looking to set the second now. Van Heerden very aware of that. Knows that's the key right now.
Oh, he's got it slipped in.
Oh, it's under the chin. Look at that. Johnny Walker Mendez, 3 years away from the cage, steps back inside and takes out Justin Van Heerden with a beautiful rear naked choke.
Slipped it in. Was trying to put in full back control, but as he was doing that, that's what people have to do as you're attacking. You can't just do one thing at a time. Apply the choke, apply the hook. your opponent can defend that. So as he was forcing that other hook in, he was also attacking the neck at the same time. He gave Van Heerden 2 things to worry about, and guess what? One of them slipped in, and that was the choke, and that enabled him to finish the fight.
Fantastic finish indeed. Frustrated there, Justin Van Heerden. But what a return to form. He told me he's been working so much on his jiu-jitsu, and you could see there with the technique, setting the hooks, and then how deep he got it under the chin. Beautifully executed, and takes home the victory. Talk us through this.
Yeah, you see here, he was trying to get the hook in, but he's still being very aggressive with the arm across the throat. Has a seatbelt position. As he's putting the hook in, he's driving that hand across the chin. He's able to go ahead and get the grip. There goes the hook, hand at the same time. And was able to establish the choke. Left Van Heerden no choice but to tap out, so he didn't lose consciousness. And great coordination to be attacking with the upper body and establishing an even better position with the lower body. And here with Cyrus, we have your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Clennion stops the fight at 4 minutes 20 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by tap out due to rear naked choke, the creature, Johnny Walker.